Not bad. I'm impressed. I'm going to go
So
live
let's
now
see.
on
This one
YouTube.
got a postcard in December. Their lead came in on March 4th, and Benji gave them a demo on the 11th, and we won the deal on the 30th. Bam, bam, bam. This was a fast one.
Yep. Okay, we're live on YouTube. On the HeyGov channel. We got 8 subscribers.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Not many, but
Are they all of us?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
not
I don't know.
Everybody else.
Just got my orange juice delivered. I think it's orange juice grapefruit.
Ooh, that sounds
It smells like grapefruit, orange juice. A little tart. It's grapefruit for sure. So Miranda, on that course, what sort of things are you learning in the 10K course?
I just had a chance to start it actually. It kind of just goes through the whole process from like sales to the end of the website, how to get people to pay 10K for a website, what gives it value, and then to actually deliver a valuable product.
Does it talk about how to handle objections or anything like that in the lessons that you've been watching, or is it more tactical?
Not yet, but that might be coming.
Dustin, do you have a link for the YouTube
Oh, yeah, I'll put it in the
chat or something?
chat. Let's see.
Hey guys, my internet is still being really awful. I think they're doing something to the underground cables. I don't know.
So is the baby sleeping through the night, or it's probably too early for that, isn't it?
She kind of does. We're right now we're on like the poop chronicles. I was telling Liz about it. We're on day 5 of no poop.
Well, really?
No.
Oh,
Poor thing.
Yes. So she wants to, but she just can't.
oh.
So, yep. So other than that, she's been great. She mostly sleeps through the night. She'll only wake up maybe like once or twice. That's about it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. And she only cries because she wants to poop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's literally the only reason.
Have you had to talk to a doctor at all, or do they recommend a suppository? I don't remember how that works. It's been such a long time for me.
Yeah. Yep. So we have to wait 7 days. 7 days. Oh man. Oh, I thought my internet went out.
Yeah, you were
and then
disconnected,
she's like,
I think,
well,
for a
you
little
can
bit.
use a thermometer. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
A thermometer.
Hopefully the traditional one, not the ones that you put on your forehead.
Little one.
Yeah, things have changed a lot, and well,
I'm telling you.
even
Yeah,
the time
they
since
said-
we've had kids.
Yeah, it's really weird. So I tried that. Nothing. So
Well, good luck.
well, on day 7, she'll be getting some oil or caro
syrup.
Caro syrup. So we will see. Well, Liz froze through now.
It's you. I think it's all
No,
you.
Liz
You
is
keep
frozen.
cutting in and out. Oh no, Liz
is
did
frozen
freeze.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're having really bad internet problems. Spectrum.
Yeah.
Calling them out. Spectrum.
Not far right.
Oh, we see an issue was sent on City of Mineral Point. Let me log in and see.
The HeyGov issue.
Yep.
Cool.
Ooh, can't wait to see. What could it be?
Oh, it's a long one. It's somebody calling out a neighbor. Lots of
Oh, no.
Ooh, drama.
waste, gas cans, garden hose, miscellaneous items, sawdust. Prompt attention to this matter is appreciated. So, yeah, the beauty about HeyGov, it allows people to complain about anything. In this case, anonymously. So,
Are they going to know who their neighbor is then?
Well, it's
well,
not that anonymous if they give the address.
yeah, they
right.
listed the address.
It could be this house, or this neighbor over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What they should have done is uploaded a picture, because then it pinpoints the location and things that are offensive. But this is what's nice about the app, is that people could vent frustration, and it will have to be, directed. They'll okay, when it's done anonymously, they won't get an instant notification when it's been picked up or when it's been addressed or when it's, comments have been made. But I think people feel more comfortable submitting something anonymously through an app. Now, right now, we just have it as a web page, but soon, within hopefully 2 weeks, we'll have it as a physical app that people can then just submit issues directly through that. And it indeed can be anonymous, because that's how the Open 311 standard works. It's just reporting issues. You don't have to require somebody to give a name or their contact details, but then they won't also get informed. I've actually had a call with one of the city administrators and asked what their opinions were about anonymous reporting. They said, well, they still have to look into it, but that doesn't mean they have to be so serious about it. I forgot how he put it. It was something to the effect of, if they don't give well, it's one thing if you're reporting like illegal activity and you want to be anonymous, but if it's just to kind of vent a complaint, it's a little bit different if somebody actually says, hey, I'm, John, I live down the road and I see this issue happening. I was wondering if somebody could look at it, versus fix this and not give their information. But it's a way to kind of judge citizen sentiment as well, as being able to submit an issue. And, when you're dealing with your municipality, many thousands of people, you're not really sure. I mean, there's issues that pop up all the time. So better to people to vent their frustration than take it into their own hands. And I'm going to clean it up.
Yeah.
I did that one time, actually. I don't know if I should have taken advice from my dad, but actually the story was this. I was working at a place in Sturgeon Bay, and I had moved into a new place, and the neighbors were cutting across the corner. They wouldn't go to the sidewalk and then go to their place. They just cut across my backyard to go to their backyard. I'm like, oh man. But, I'm a new guy in town. I felt like I'm not going to cause a problem. And then one time, I think they had a party one evening, and they came over and they said, yeah, the guy who lived here before, and he did this, and he'd park his car near the corner. And that was annoying. I thought, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to park my car right at the corner, because apparently it takes them a little bit, you have to take a wider turn to go down the alleyway. So I was, it was interesting that they said that. So I'll try to be a good neighbor. But then their dog started pooping on my side of the yard, and it went on for a long time. And the guy that I worked with says, you know what you do? You put some bacon grease on it, and the dog will come back and eat it. And then he'll go over and throw up
Oh my
on their
gosh.
place. And I tried it. It didn't work. Baked up a whole bunch of bacon. And it's like, how low do you have to be on there pouring bacon grease? Like, it's just easier to pick it up. Yeah, so I was like, I had nothing to worry about. I'm just going through life thinking, this annoys me. And it kind of annoyed me. I'd see a dog always in my backyard. There's no fence or anything, and the dog wasn't leashed. And my dad said, you know what you do? You got to pick it all up, put it in a bag, bring it to their house, and said, the dog doesn't know where the property line is, but I do. Here you go. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And I did it. And The guy wasn't there, but his girlfriend was. And she was just aghast, like, what are you doing? And I just walked away. I said it verbatim. The dog doesn't know where the property line is, but I do. Please keep your dog off my side of the property.
And at least it wasn't flaming, right?
Wasn't flaming. But this is what
Yeah.
happens when you do things in a small town. Everybody knows everybody. Well, it turns out I was in a fitness class at the YMCA, and one of the fitness instructors was the mother of the guy that lives there.
Of course.
And I had the house for sale. Many months went by, a year or so went by, and I went to leave. I went to go to graduate school. And she's like, "Oh, I see you're selling your house." I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna, sell. I'm gonna go to graduate school." And you know what she said? "Well, I hope the new owners are dog lovers." like, oh wow, I didn't think I was a dog hater. It's just I don't like dogs crapping on my side of the yard.
Yeah,
So
that's
obviously they were talking for her to just kind of blurt that out, like, "Oh, I hope the new owners."
Uh,
So
Oh,
wow.
small town living, everybody knows everybody. That's why Miranda's moving out, going to the big
I'm
city.
leaving.
Gonna be a little bit anonymous. You're probably living illegally, having a dog without paying a pet deposit, and no, I
I
don't
am
know.
living illegally.
Are you?
I think we've all done this.
Miranda.
Because I just
Exactly
know
the
it's very
situation.
hard to find an apartment that's pet friendly.
It is, yeah.
But if you're on your way out, what are they going to do? I mean,
Yeah.
just don't
And
leave a bunch of
he's-
crap on.
I know, yeah, we clean up his poop pretty good. We don't let him, we have him like fenced in a little tiny spot on our patio. Like he can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So he's not bugging anybody.
So I guess you can't really take them out for a walk because people are going to be like, "What's going on?"
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got to
did
like hide them
once 'cause-
away. It's like
Yeah.
ET. Well, they have to hide him in the blanket, take him out.
That's what I do when we've taken him on walks. So we like drive to a different spot to walk him and we wrap him up in a blanket and pretend like it's a baby that we're carrying. So I'm sure all
Yeah.
my neighbors think I had a baby, but
Man, she didn't seem so big. Boom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
Does he
Do you
not
know the
bark at all?
neighbors?
bad.
Huh?
I said I've hit a dog before too. Don't feel bad about it. Don't, yeah. It's common.
Does he not bark at all?
he just started learning how to bark.
Hmm.
So he hasn't been so far, but now he's getting his voice a little bit. So we're out of here in like 2 weeks. So should
Your
be
only
fine.
risk is that
but-
you could forfeit your deposit.
Yeah.
Unless you're just gonna leave the place trash, it doesn't matter.
Well, we're gonna clean it. They won't know.
Oh,
The property managers live in Green Bay, so they're never here. I was talking, they did like a pre-inspection before we got the dog and like checked everything out. And I was just talking to them like, "Oh, how often do you get up here?" And they're like, "Oh, we're only here like once a week." So as long as he's not outside during that one time a week, they're here.
yeah. Well, it's often that they come once a week because I figured most just they're not even on site, or maybe they have a camera. I don't know.
They have nothing. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
So we have to ask Mark, what kind of illegal things is he doing at his new apartment?
Honestly,
It's got some like exotic animals, a tiger,
Tiger.
a white albino, whatever they're called, the anaconda or python.
Hydroponic tomatoes.
farm of exotic animals out here. That'd be
No.
awesome. They're like the most, I get not illegal, but the landlord was like, "You guys can't grill on the deck because it's a wood deck."
Oh,
I'm like, you know what? We're gonna grill right beneath the deck.
that's worse. To grill underneath the deck.
Right? Yeah, I don't get it. That's probably the worst thing that we're doing out here.
Did you
Some-
see there's something that was on the internet a couple days ago about a guy grilling and he lit the place on fire? Let's see if I can find it.
Right, I
but-
think that's what you'd avoid with the wood, but it's like with a gas grill, you'd have to mess up something pretty bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can find it. I just saw it a couple days ago. The guy, a situation went bad, and you just see him kind of pause. He attempts something, it didn't work. He paused, walked away, and he fixed the situation. It's like that's the guy you want when something is going on. He just thought very
calmly.
methodically.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, he's probably very drunk too, and he was automatically going very slow. I don't know. Let's see. I can never find stuff on Reddit days later. The keywords I type in never find the answer. Yeah, I'll probably not find it quickly. I'll keep looking. It was funny.
Yeah, we're also not allowed to grill here, and we totally do that.
Just put a George Foreman outside.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Been meaning to get one of those panini grillers, like the indoor ones. Like,
Yeah, big heavy one would be great. I see them at the different cafes and stuff. And I had yesterday I went to the Turkish restaurant and got one of those. I got what's it called? When it's made out of hummus. I think it's hummus, chickpea. I forgot the name of it. It's
Gyro, whatever they're
falafel.
called.
Falafel,
Falafel.
yes. Got a falafel kebab or whatever it was called. They had this nice bread, and then he put it in one of those big panini things. And it was nice because the bread was nice and hot and toasted. It was so delicious. And I got it street food to go. So I just walked and, ate. It was super delicious. But that was with one of those panini things.
You can find the George Foremans at like Goodwill now. They're like all over the place.
Yeah, they used to be expensive back in the day, but
Yeah.
I think the story is he made more money on that grill licensing his name than he did in his boxing career.
That's really funny.
It is really funny. Oh, you get the hiccups.
Dustin, are you still trying to find the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Benji, I like how you just like randomly turn into just like a floating head.
I've got to figure out a way to, because it keeps going. I'm not controlling when it does it. The clouds are moving. So when the clouds cover the sun, then I go into the background, and when it comes, green shirt kind of is there again. So I've got to find a
True
better.
chameleon.
No.
Yeah. I want to find my New Kids on the Block and see if I can get right in the spot.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find this. I can never find anything. It's all like safety stuff. Oh, well. So what new stuff is going on?
want me to give a preview of the emergency alert
Yeah, that'd be great.
feature?
It's awesome.
Yeah, I played
I
around
knew
with it a
about
little
it.
bit.
Oh, good. I've known
Let me
about it
see.
for like a month.
Oh, I found it. I went into a grilling subreddit and it was posted there.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. So I have to, how do I cue this up? Share screen. Okay. Hopefully it's playing. Got a big open flame.
Oh my God. There goes some-
Very calm. Nope, that's not going to work.
He's like, oh yeah, this happens all the
Oh,
time.
it cuts out. There's
Aw.
a longer version. Let me find the longer version.
That's great. Poor placement of a hanging plant.
Well, you don't think about it. Yeah.
That coconut
I'm-
fiber stuff.
I'm sure you just pulled the grill out. Okay, let's start it up. And oh, it doesn't have a link to the original video. Okay, it's cross-posted. Instant regret. Let's see if I can find it here. Here's the original. There we go. There it is. Catches fire. Whoops.
His beer.
Yeah, he's continued drinking his beer. Nope, that won't work.
He's so calm.
Walks off screen.
Oh, I like that.
Comes back with a hose, puts the fire down, and sprays it out.
Oh, wow.
Watered the plant at the same time.
You managed that.
Yeah, he managed it very well. I think most people be like, "Oh no, what do I?" I would be like running around. "Oh no, what do I do? What do I do?" And try to knock it down so the house doesn't start on fire. And realize, no, just close the grill.
That's where I thought it was going. The plant, the flame went up to the top and then it like came down the sides. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Yeah,
He hosed it down in time.
yeah. Of course, it was his fault for getting it started, but
Yeah.
he handled the situation nonetheless fairly well.
Yeah, I'd say.
But yeah, in that case, you just put the grill out on the sidewalk out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's look at some emergency alerts.
Now that Liz is gone.
Oh, she's gone? Oh, she turned off her screen.
It's our coffee break.
She's getting her, what's it called? Ice latte? Vanilla
No,
ice latte.
Jeff was just leaving out of town, so I just needed to discuss some some rental stuff that's going on. You know,
Bad
Tenants.
landlord, bad
bad
renters?
tenants. No, I'm just kidding. They're great tenants.
No.
They just have some debris from the recent bad snowstorms that needs to be handled. Okay.
Take a picture of it,
Emergency
upload
alert.
upload it to the municipality.
Yes, right. And the funny thing is, she actually works for the city of Fort Collins too. So
Oh, there we go.
yeah. All right, let's see here. Let me find my right tabs. Okay. So I'm not sure if this is actually ready to roll out on any sites yet, or if there are a few more glitches, but it's pretty much done. So if anybody's watching, any town web clients, this is what's coming to you soon. You're gonna love it. Well, I guess I need to share my screen. That would help. Okay, right from the client dashboard, you can now see that we have an emergency alert button in red. And when you click that, you'll have the option of creating a test alert or a real world alert. We're going to go ahead with the real world alert. You can have it automatically push out to your subscribers via email or text. I'm not going to click that right now because probably some people on our team would get those notifications if I did that. But then we can have it go to all website visitors, and you can have it be in the top ticker bar. So if some of you are on our newest version, might have a ticker bar. It would be above that, or it can be on the bottom of your screen, or it can be on the left or right corner in the footer. So let's just do bottom ticker just for something different, and click next step. And someone give me an alert, somebody, quick.
The grill is on fire.
Thank you,
I
Miranda.
was gonna say it.
We'll do it town hall. And so you can actually schedule it, or you can push to send it out now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we'll send it out now. All right, so you can see here that it has been posted, and this is how you would change it or delete it once the fire is out and it's no more alarming. And then we'll go over here to the actual site. Let me refresh here real quick. And you can see this is what it means by the bottom of the page. It'll just simply stay at the bottom of the page while people scroll through. And here's another one that I did from the day before. You can see, oh, no, it posted it to the bottom, the footer area, because this is not the same emergency alert I was playing around with before. So we might have a glitch there. I'll have to check that out. So it can post at the bottom, on the sides, or it could actually be scrolling up here along the top of the page. And so that is what is new and exciting about the emergency alert. You can control it right from your client dashboard. And now I'm going to delete it. And let's see if it deletes everywhere. Let me refresh. Voila. Look at that. Isn't that cool, you guys? Dustin, you're on mute if you're talking
So
to us.
nice.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We are very excited. I think everybody's going to love that. It'll come in handy, I'm sure, sometime this spring or summer with, maybe some spring flooding, needing sandbags, or God forbid, any more COVID stuff, high wind warnings. So anyhow, if anybody's watching and you're interested, reach out to us. Just send us a chat or a message or something, and we'll make sure that it's up and going for you.
Has this already been added to the websites, or is it on a onesie twosie basis?
I am not real sure. Someone else that has more access might need to check that out to see if it's on other client dashboards. But it should be fairly, ready to go. So.
I know we were updating the plugins early this morning. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it might be something that's pushed to all.
I was checking it
but-
today and it's not up yet on anybody's, but
Yeah.
So
coming soon.
yeah. Oh, and other new things. Miranda has put up a few new videos too, which is super cool. I don't think we covered all of them last week. I think we did one, but she's also done an accordion menu, more of how to set up, different parts of pages with Page Builder, how to add a PDF in News and Notice as a link and make it like if you want to say click here and have that be a link to the actual PDF, how to do that sort of thing. And Miranda, what am I missing?
I think that's all I did last week.
Okay, so those are some new videos in our help section. Anybody else have any new updates? Besides the fact that Jarek is back today, woohoo, officially back from maternity leave.
Yay!
Yay! with the worst internet connection. I mean, what the heck?
Should have done
internet
that
is
in the
normally-
last month instead of.
Right? My internet's normally
Little
spot
rusty,
on.
the tubes are clogged.
No, I don't know what they're doing. Uh-oh.
It's cute to hear the cooing.
The little
Mm.
noises. They're so cute.
Yeah.
This is what she sounds like right now.
Aw.
Mark, is the river still looking nasty as ever, or is it back to normal?
It's kind of back to normal now.
Okay.
Kind of like a foggy blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't been downtown since last week, but yeah, even last week it was kind of foggy. Yeah, the people of Chicago are going crazy. The hot dog stands are back out, and people in Chicago love their blizzards, their hot dogs.
What do they call it? Glizzard?
Lizard?
Blizzies,
Lizzies?
blizzies.
I'm not
Glizzy.
familiar with that.
Yeah, I've not heard of that.
Yeah, that's
I
what
do
they
like
call-
a good Chicago dog at times. Is that really a real thing, even when you're in Chicago, to order a Chicago dog?
Yeah.
The
I just
Chicago
think
dog.
the Chicago dog. Personally,
Gotta
though,
say it with
like,
an accent.
I can't really do mustard. Like mustard's not really me.
You ketchup
I'm
kind of
with
guy?
you.
I'm a ketchup
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, that's
I
like
like it all.
I've been getting a lot of flack in these parts for my distaste towards mustard. You can't ever fold though. You gotta stay true to yourself at all times. Has anyone read any interesting books recently? Any bookworms here?
I'm in a monthly book club. We read boring business books. And this year, I think I'm on the challenge of 36 books in the year, and it says I'm already 3 or 4 books behind. I was on a roll in January, and then it slowed down in March.
Right. Yeah, that's fair.
I'm trying to catch up.
Why, Mark? Are you in a book club too? Reading some good books? Are those books behind you?
Yeah, these are books behind me. I read them occasionally. I haven't been as
We should
consistent.
have a book club.
Yeah, we should have a book club. I've been meaning to reread The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Is that what you're really going to say?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just like getting back to the basics, you know.
I went to read that in 4th grade, I think, and I didn't like the words that they had in it.
He uses some big words, I feel like.
I don't know if it was big words. I think it was the N word, from what I remember.
I remember that.
They may have whitewashed it since then.
No,
It's
they haven't.
probably- They haven't.
They had it
Okay.
was well, I mean, when I was in school, it was they would be like, "Don't read that word aloud," but that's what it said. We had to like
Wow.
skip over it when we were reading out loud.
Yeah, the book that I read a lot, or that I really liked as a kid, was The Wrinkle in Time. And so we finished 2 Chronicles of Narnia books for the kids, and now we're reading that Wrinkle in Time. And I just saw that Beverly.
favorites.
Yeah,
No
I
way.
saw Beverly Cleary died. I didn't. She's like 106 or
Oh.
104.
Yeah, 104, I think. Yeah.
Which was interesting because I was thinking about getting one of those books because in Romania, a common word, a name for a woman is Ramona. And I remember Ramona Quibley? What was the name? Ramona was with a Q.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the Beverly Cleary book that I remember reading in the early 80s. And then she made the news. I'm like, wow, I didn't know she was still alive, actually.
I just reread Walden again, maybe a month ago.
Walden. I don't know that book. D-O-N or D-E-N?
DEN.
First published in 1854. It's
That's
a book
pretty-
by American translator. Oh, Henry David Thoreau. Life in the Woods. Is that the name of the book, Life in the Woods?
It's known by a couple different things. Some people call it Walden's Pond. You can get it on Amazon super cheap, and it comes with an additional. Yeah, that's it.
This? Okay.
Like $7, you get that, and then an essay he wrote. I think it's called like an essay on civil disobedience or something like that.
Oh,
It's interesting, I guess.
Alden. That reminds me of a tale up here. What do we have but Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, there you go.
What a classic, a Shakespearean classic.
But wait, did Shakespeare really write the Shakespeare folio, or was it that Bacon guy?
I don't know.
Kevin Bacon?
Kevin Bacon.
Or whatever.
Oh, he's probably 6 degrees of separation from Kevin
Was
Bacon.
it Francis Bacon?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a really interesting story about Francis Bacon.
Who's
I can't recite it here. I'd have to find the details. I remember I saw it. I just crying, laughing, crying reading it. And then I went to read it to my grandmother. It was so hilarious. It's basically somebody who heard the phrase Francis, something, what was the phrase? Francis Bacon. You should know this. Let me Google it real quick. Francis Bacon quotes. Knowledge is power. I think that's what it was. Well, there's this person who misunderstood it. He thought it was literally France is bacon, knowledge is power. And so he went through grade school like this, and he just, Francis Bacon, knowledge is power. It's just a misunderstanding. But it's hilarious. I have to find the original thing. So they're thinking that William Shakespeare did not write it, Romeo and Juliet.
There's theories that because Shakespeare's family tree, like everybody around him in his family tree was all illiterate. And so how could he, yeah. And so how could he be this great writer? And so they think that, or a theory is that Bacon wrote it, or a team of people wrote it with Bacon. And there's all these weird cipher cryptic messages within them.
I'm digging the traffic sounds and the rooster.
Can you hear that? He's getting closer. I'm gonna
hear the rooster.
Yeah,
I hear the
heard it. He's
rooster.
getting
I just hear the
closer.
traffic sounds.
I don't hear the traffic sounds.
I'll open the window. It's just going to go on probably for 10 minutes.
Oh, is this Dustin that's making this? I was wondering who.
Yeah.
That's funny. I'm in the process of rereading Paper Towns.
Ooh, I like Paper Towns.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
That's a good one.
It is
Now
so
to hear
good.
it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. They're so angry.
Yeah. And they just like put
Occurrence?
their hand on the horn.
That's hilarious. Yeah, they're just like hanging out on the horn.
Does that happen like that all the time? Like anytime you open the window, or is this a special case today?
Yesterday and today, Romania is protesting the lockdowns or the protesting wearing masks. At first, I thought it was a wedding. Like, was this like the big fat Greek wedding going on, and a bunch of cars? Like, wow, there's a lot of people. Could be a Roma wedding, a gypsy wedding or something. It went on and on and on. And then I'm like, this is really long. I was on the phone with Atanas and Andre. And I said, maybe they're protesting. And so we went on Twitter, and sure enough, they're protesting. So I saw it in the news yesterday. Okay, so here's a story. I think this is the one that I had read. Maybe it's not as funny when I read it now, 8 years later. When I was young, my father said to me, knowledge is power, Francis Bacon. I understood it as knowledge is power, France is bacon. For more than a decade, I wondered over the meaning of the second part and that it was surreal linkage. And what was the surreal linkage between the two? If I said the quote to someone, knowledge is power, Francis Bacon, they knowingly nodded. Or somebody might say, knowledge is power. And then I'd finish the quote, Francis Bacon. And then they would look at me like I'd said something very odd, but thoughtfully agree. I did ask a teacher, what did knowledge is power, Francis Bacon meant? And I got a full 10-minute explanation that the knowledge of power bit, but nothing on France is bacon. When I prompted further explanation by saying, Francis Bacon? In a question tone, I just got a yes. At 12, I didn't even have the confidence to press it further. I just accepted it as something I never understand. It wasn't until years later I saw it written down that the penny dropped. I love it.
It's so funny. Francis Bacon.
And everybody's like, yeah, Francis Bacon, correct. Oh. I defined it on the website, Know Your Meme. I read this years ago, and I remember reading it to my grandmother. We were both cracking up laughing because it's like, it's so well written. Okay, so you sent a link. Is this the conspiracy theory? Baconian theory of Shakespeare. Huh.
Oh no, Liz,
Interesting.
are you becoming a what's the word?
No, I know. Liz Aaron Swenson.
Aaron, E-R-I-N?
Oh, sure.
Oh, never mind.
Did you just get it?
I got it now. Yeah. Baconian cryptology. Interesting.
Benji, I have another question about your getup. So when your shirt shows up, your normal color, but then like when your shirt disappears, you turn black and white.
I
don't
honestly don't know why it's doing that. And so, and if I get rid of the green screen,
It's like when Ivan was turning green.
Oh,
Yeah.
so then I have like a green, I look like my hair's dyed green
Oh yeah.
because there is a green screen. But so I don't know how to overcome this. I think I just can't wear this shirt.
I was gonna say
That's
maybe
the
not a
problem.
green shirt.
Did we get a screenshot of Green Ivan and Darth Vader voice?
I think so, somewhere. I'd have to
I
look.
feel like I've seen one, like in general or something.
Maybe we did post it in general.
Yeah, because I was
Mark,
like,
was
we
that
just
during
like
your
lost
interview?
It sure was. Because I like lost my cookies. Oh my gosh, I was dying.
For what?
Do you
And then
remember?
like Mark just like he's just like, oh, this is just normal
Yes.
Ivan green with Darth Vader voice.
Oh, I know I thought he was really in like a spaceship or like just some strange office environment. I was like, okay, like this is cool.
Green.
Turned green. Yeah, that was funny actually.
That was funny.
Yeah, it felt like a higher level test to like see if I would like call it out. Or
Yes,
something.
that's probably what you thought it was.
Right, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
Like how can he hang with this sort of situation happening?
How do you deal with adversity?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's great.
You kept yourself very composed. Like not like me.
Just
though.
rolled with
I
it.
was dying. Like it was so funny.
You never know what's real and what's not. seen people in some really ornate office environments where you'll think it's like a screen augmented reality or something.
My
It's really
favorite one is of Ivan in that library room with that velvet couch, with the candlestick, and then, who done it for a clue in the library with the green velvet couch and the large windows.
I had a couple Zoom calls with different people. One had, I thought, man, this guy's just showing off. He took a video inside of his mansion and his beautiful kitchen behind him. And then I realized, I can see the effect over his headphones of his face.
Oh.
It was just a virtual background. I thought, oh, man. At first, I thought this guy's just showing off. And then I'm like, oh, no, he's just a virtual screen. Then I had a call yesterday with somebody, and maybe it was a Windows computer. It had an effect where it just blurred the background, like heavy time Gaussian blur, where I could see somebody walking back and forth, and I could kind of hear like clanking, like kitchen stuff. So he was obviously on his kitchen table or something, taking the meeting with me. But it was so blurry, I couldn't tell if it was a man or woman behind him. I assumed it was his wife doing stuff, going back and forth, and picking stuff up and moving, but you couldn't make out who it was. But I thought that was kind of clever that you can have kind of a semi-professional meeting without seeing the surrounding necessarily. It was just very, very blurred.
That is really cool. I wonder what it was. I'd be interested.
Yeah, I was thinking about asking it, but it was a paid phone call, and I didn't want to spend time asking what kind of tools he was using, because it wasn't relevant to the reason why I had the call.
Maybe it was a Snapchat filter.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. It wasn't a frog or a kitty.
A potato. I updated my Zoom photo, so
I like it.
Thank you. Thank you very
It's
much.
good.
Get
The cat.
My cat would never let me hold her like that, ever.
Yeah, he's on a diet right now. I had to take him to the vet last week because he has a sinus infection, and they were like, yeah, and he's a little heavy. And I was like, so does that mean like he needs to go on a diet? And they're like, yeah, he's about 15 pounds, pushing 16. And I'm like, oh my God. He's supposed to be 13. So I told them it was sympathy weight. I was like, I was pregnant, he was eating whenever I was eating, which was all the time. So it was just sympathy weight.
There you go.
But no, he's a little rotund right now. I also have a picture like that with me and my dog, and she's wearing a sweater. Yeah, she's wearing a sweater that I crocheted her. I'll see if I can find it. Hold on.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Let's see. Oops. There it is. I'll screen share real quick. There you go.
Oh.
Little dog.
Yes.
Now, where did you get the sweater?
The sweater that she's wearing, I made it.
Yeah. You made it?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. So if you know how to do that, you need to crochet some baby legs.
Oh.
Do you know what
baby
those
legs.
are?
Crochet?
No. I do crochet. I crochet and I knit.
Yeah. So make some baby legs. I made some for Lila that were so cute. They were like the pink camo. But when they're learning to crawl, they're just like long little leg warmer type of things, like tube socks without the feet. And so they can crawl on the floor and it doesn't scuff up their knees, and they kind of keeps them a little bit warmer.
That's smart.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
were so cute.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make some. Yeah. I made that sweater in record time, and Eric made fun of me because it took me like 6 months to make a scarf, and it took me 2 days to make the sweater. And the sweater even had like ruffles on the bottom and a collar.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I was just like, it's cold. She's cold. And she needs a sweater. And that was when we were in Georgia, which was not cold.
You're talking about the yellow sweater in the picture?
No,
No.
the sweater on the dog. Were you?
Oh, I didn't
Maybe you
notice the
were-
dog picture. I saw the dog picture,
Okay.
but I didn't notice the sweater was on the dog.
Doing her little
Sweater
crochet.
vest.
Okay. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice that.
the ruffles.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Nice.
She does not fit in it. She's a little rotund as well. Sympathy weight. We all gained sympathy weight.
Yeah. Well, it's COVID, so what can you do?
Yeah.
So, Teddy, how's school going?
Good.
Do you have spring break coming up soon?
We had spring break 2 weeks ago.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
That's early.
Yeah, we had it. I'm so annoyed. We had spring break, and then the week we came back was our midterms.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, that's stupid.
why didn't they just move spring break 1 week?
yeah. Then you
That's
can
a
at least
bummer.
enjoy your break afterwards,
Yeah.
have the misery and then celebrate for a week without having to think about anything. So will there be time off for Easter, or when is Easter this year? Or is it
This
this
week.
weekend?
On
Mhm.
Sunday.
We have
Oh,
off
okay.
on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, we have Friday and Monday off. The kids do.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a week off for the kids because they celebrate Orthodox Easter at a different time. It's like 2 weeks difference or something. But they extended it for 1 full month, which is kind of a problem because it extends the school year out by at least another 2 weeks. And I
Weird.
didn't think that they can just change the school year just like that because they print it at the beginning of the year and you set your vacation dates. Like this is when Christmas starts. This is when the kids have to be back, and you buy your tickets and everything. And so I bought tickets, and school might be extended. So I don't know. Who knows? But we're actually thinking about traveling, going by car. And we have to look at the countries where you can leave and enter a country where you don't have to quarantine and be able to come back without needing to quarantine. And we see that Ukraine is on the list, and it's possible to drive to Ukraine. And so we might do that. I don't know. I just found out about this a couple days ago.
That's cool. How are vaccinations going over there?
I think quite well. Of all the countries, I think Serbia got vaccinated the fastest. They've really rolled it out quickly. I know several people who have now at least had one or both shots. I think some of Janet's friends have already been vaccinated or got the first shots. But I haven't looked yet for Janet or for myself. I did go to a doctor and they said I should wait. So, or no, the doctor said don't do it. So
Sure.
get a second opinion and see. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mother got hers in Sturgeon Bay. She's all good, and
Yeah, I was even able to get my first one.
You were? Okay.
Yeah.
Was it Moderna?
Pfizer.
Pfizer. Okay. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, I couldn't get it
some
up
people-
here in Door County. Like they're still only letting like elderly people and essential workers and people in group homes get it. But down in Green Bay, it's opened up to anybody with any sort of pre-existing anything.
Okay,
So yeah, me and Grant were both able to get our first one last week.
that's good. That's good. And then 3 weeks later, you'll go for the second. Nice.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah, because I think that's what they offer here. Some are offering the, what's it, AstraZeneca? Is that the Chinese one? Which one's Chinese?
Yeah, I think so.
Can't remember the name. I think that's what Ivan took. It's like the real deal, but without the active part. And he was cool. Everything was fine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, Teddy, how long does the school season, this semester last? Is it till middle of May or end of May?
Yeah, middle of May. I think I'm done the 26th, I think.
Okay. So 2 full months, pretty much. Not bad.
Almost free.
And this is your junior year? I forgot. Sophomore?
Senior.
Senior. Oh, man.
Ooh.
You just seem young. What a year to be a senior. I mean,
Yeah.
You to be a senior.
the people who graduated last year and then, the people who are going through it now in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Yeah, so I assume you guys didn't have homecoming, you didn't have prom, or won't be
We
having
didn't have
prom?
homecoming. We're having prom, but
Really?
the school can't sponsor it. So we're having it off-site.
Don't want to bring in all the attorneys and everybody suing everybody else. I got sick on the school property and sponsored activity.
Yeah.
Hmm. Huh. Did sports happen normal? Like, did the football team play and did they?
For us, it did. We had normal seasons, but everything just started like a month later. So
Okay.
all the spring sports are pushed back. So track usually starts mid-March, and now it's starting mid-April. But Kiwani, our neighboring school, my cousins go there, and they're having football in the spring. Like they just started
Really?
football.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Wow. Who are they playing? I mean,
I have no clue.
They just like playing against each other.
Yeah. Well,
aren't they in
I
the
guess
same league? Is it the Packerland Conference? Won't they play against Sevastopol and Gibraltar, or has that changed in the last?
normally they would, but everyone else had their season already.
Mhm.
So my cousin said that they had their first game last week and they drove an hour and the other school drove an hour and they met in the middle to play their game.
What, like Walmart
like-
parking lot?
They're like reaching far and wide to find people to play against.
I guess wherever spring football would be played. Interesting. Yeah, when I was in freshman football in high school, the only team we lost to that year was Kiwani. I remember being on the line like, man, those are some big guys. And I was scrawny. I wasn't scrawny. I was a little chubby, but short,
Oh,
15-year-old. I remember the seniors would make fun of me. They'd see me with my football, because on Fridays, you're supposed to wear your football jersey. And they'd be like, you're in football? What position do you play? I'm like, I play a left bench. Joke, laugh, and then let me go on.
They didn't slam you up against a locker. And
No, they were cool with it. And then I went out for, this is what's weird. I went out for baseball because I was after school for some activity, and I heard the coach say, who wants to be the catcher? If anybody want to be catcher, you get to start. And it turns out my cousin was the catcher, but he didn't make the grades. I thought maybe I'll go for a baseball. I hadn't played since farm league, And so I went out as the catcher for most of the games until he got his grades up. And yeah, I remember the coach, because I think I was a senior and I was playing like junior varsity. I guess that's how it goes. I didn't care. I got to play all the games. And we were out on the field and we didn't have water. And the coach is like, Dustin, you got your license, right? I'm like, yeah. Can you take my car and go fill up the water bottle? Sure. He didn't trust me in the game. for a while. He trusted me with the scar because I was the only one that was 16 or older than 16. I think I was a junior. I was probably a junior.
Cole has his first track meet of his whole entire life today.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Ooh,
We'll see
that's
how that
exciting.
goes.
What is he? Is
Yeah.
it running or is he in some like the jumping one? I don't know the sports.
Well, he's not really built for speed. He is
Shot put.
he is shot put and discus, but they all have to do a speed event. And so I think he and
That's
all
good.
the other big kids, the football line and the posts under the basket and basketball, they're all doing just the 100-yard.
It's the shortest distance, probably.
Yeah, the lesser of all the evils for running. So he really, at the beginning of the season, he wanted to do pole vaulting so bad.
Oh,
And
well,
Jeff and I were like, okay. But I think then some of his friends were like, Cole, you can't, I don't think you're really built for pole vaulting either. So anyway, because he's really slimmed down for basketball season though. He put on the COVID whatever when they were out of sports for 5 months, but he's about as tall as me now and probably weighs like 140. So yeah.
Mark, were you a high jumper?
Oh, no.
Just basketball?
Yeah, just basketball.
Okay.
I wasn't the most athletic. I mean, I was athletic, but not like track athletic when I was younger. Yeah, those guys are wild. I've seen videos of the high jumps, the pole vault though. They have like the 30-foot thing and they're put it in the ground. And it looks really cool.
Just the math of that, it baffles me how that can be done. Like, if you're off a little bit, doesn't that make the equation like grossly off? Like, I'd be hitting the
That'd be so
pavement
So
every
many
time.
disaster scenarios.
Yeah.
It's not
bet you
that
there's some-
scary.
Oh,
not.
Did you do pole vaulting?
Oh,
Yeah, I vault.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Wow.
vault. It's called vault.
Yeah, it's
guys.
called
Yeah,
vault.
that
Oh,
pole
man.
vaulting. I'm a vaulter. Like I'm in crew. Oh, so you row a boat? No, I'm in crew.
Yeah.
I'm the whatever they call it. They have the different names, the positions. I don't know the names.
Well, tell us about
So-
it, Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you have
It's
any
not
videos?
scary. Basically, you just run and you stick the pole in a little box, and then the pole bends. So you just like go with the pole.
You just hang on
Yeah,
and go for it.
yeah.
But don't you need
What
a special form, like a technique to go properly?
Well, yeah, you gotta like flip upside down and turn over. But that's
Flip
not
upside
that
down.
hard.
It sounds easy. Yeah. Okay.
You just gotta flip upside down.
Yeah.
So how did
not
you
a big
train? Like,
deal.
how did you do your first vault? Like, successful going over? Do you do it in steps where you just learn how to run? You learn how to
Yeah.
plant the pole?
Well, there's different steps, I guess. But the goal of like a good vault is to go upside down, go over the bar, and like roll over. So you're landing on your stomach. But when you're making like 6 feet, you don't need to land on your stomach. So you just like let the pole carry you over the bar. So there's like not really any inversions or turning until you're like good. I'm not
Until
good.
you're in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So what's a good height for high school? High school girls vaulting.
Like 9 or 10 feet for
Wow.
guys. The one guy that was on our team, he graduated last year. He was making 12 feet.
Wow.
My
Oh
goodness.
my goodness.
I think our school record is 14 for guys and 10 and a half for girls.
You guys know the Dutch pole vaulting?
He's busting down the lane. He's running. He jumps. He grabs the pole. He's climbing up, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up, climbing up. If you're wondering what the hell is this, it's Vierjuppen, or Dutch canal jumping. An Equinox project has been all over me, just on my ass about making a breakdown about Dutch canal jumping. So here you go, EP. Here we go. Now, it started because the Netherlands is so close to sea level or underwater. There's so much water all around that farmers would just carry around long sticks just to get across the canals.
This is true.
2 old men
That's
just
awesome.
walking around, jumping canals. Then they were like, hey, the whole country's pretty good at this. Why don't we see who's the best? So they turned it into a sport. Striped shirt right there. He does pretty good. Number 83, though. This is back in the 50s when they turned it into a sport. He's crushing it. Gets to the top of the pole, goes all the way out. He celebrates. His friends celebrate with him. It used to be wooden poles. Then they switched to plastic. Now they're fiberglass, which allows more hang time. That sucked. That was really bad, and the spy in the crowd like can barely contain his smile. And then I guess there was no age limit because this dude's old. I mean, he barely jumps. He kind of just runs into the stick. Now
Lift
he's
your
swaying.
legs.
I mean, pretty badass because I think this dude's old. Just misses, which is now he's embarrassed. Now he's embarrassed. Old just misses. So anyway, this is what it looks like today. It's a whole big event. That dude threw sand into the crowd. Swagger walks to the crowd, very excited with himself, gives his mom/girlfriend a high five and a hug. That dude behind him's rubbing all the sand off. That was a big leap onto the pole, climbing to the top. The poles are much larger. Bam! Whew. This guy, he's got a good thing going. Look, they wear something on their right foot to help climb up the pole, and then kabam! That one looked like it was deep sand. He threw the sand the other direction, which was polite of him. Okay, little skinny dude coming. Does he have the weight that he needs? I think you need a lot of weight to get the pole to switch over. He's going all the way to the top, and he goes over the top. Interesting strategy. I think it worked well. Throw
Won't they
sand all over
break
the
a
crowd.
leg?
I don't
And
know.
this kid, he's going to get all the way to the top of the pole as well. Just, and then he comes off to the side. I wonder if that's a better strategy than going over the top. I wonder if they have names for these. That dude stutter stepped, and the stutter step killed him. And then he lost his grip. Just embarrassing. Soaking wet. Has to walk around soaking wet. Just, he's probably ashamed. His parents are face down, eyes in palms. Oh my God. The spy's grandson with the glasses on while playing gets to the top, loses the grip. He's not happy with himself. He wanted to grab the top of the pole so he could spring himself. He loses the grip there, can't find it, and just comes down. And here he is on his second attempt, and not enough weight. And he's like, what the hell's up with this pole? I'm going the wrong way. So he has to go into the drink, loses his sunglasses maybe. Not happy with his round at all. Oh, didn't lose his sunglasses. Still not happy, though, and that is Dutch canal jumping. This one is brought to you by John Boy and Jake Radio. It's
Interesting.
I didn't know.
Nice.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that was good.
I think that'd be fun.
For a second, I thought that was Benji that was talking. Like when you
I
first
did
started
too.
playing.
No.
I was like, Benji?
The rye commentary. All right, we've actually gone over an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I
All
see
right,
that
guys.
there's been an app submitted to the App Store. Making some progress.
Making some progress.
Oh,
Okay, well, I'm going to go get some lunch.
yep.
Yep.
I'll see
She's
some of you
good.
back
Oh,
for
look at that.
onboarding in a little while.
Look at all that hair.
I know, she has so
Oh,
much
cute.
hair.
Like a little,
So-
what, those little trolls, the little pencil things that you
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has so much hair.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. It's fabulous.
I know, and it gets fuzzy when we wash it. It just like sticks up. It doesn't lay down. I give her a mohawk.
I saw one of the pictures online where it was like kind of spiky, I guess, after
Yeah.
a shower.
It's after
That's
a
cute.
bath. It just she looks like Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, she's gonna run real fast. All right. Well,